Hello, everyone. How small daily discipline compounds. And the way that this happens is by when you're partaking on a goal or just something that you want to do, get accomplished. One, you usually don't have anyone like cheering you on. You kind of like have to be your own cheerleader. And you understand that each day it may seem like it's slow, like you're stuck in rush hour traffic. But doing this on a daily basis is part of discipline. And the reason that it compounds is because through the process, you're able to like be grateful for it, that you saw it better and better with each activity that you got finished. For example, let's say you're on a workout journey. Let's say that let's do both parties. Let's say you're an individual. Let's say you're a man that you know needs to lose weight, right? Or let's say you're a woman that needs to gain weight or wants to gain weight, right? Or the man that wants to lose weight, right? Now, mind you, both parties are do it for them themselves. Excuse me. But before they get into that, they understand one true fact that their situation happened on a daily basis consecutively. Like it didn't happen overnight. Like the man didn't just put on all the pounds overnight. He did a lot of eating that was most likely unhealthy, most likely processed food. And let's say for the woman that wanted to gain weight, there was times that she may have decided to water fast, not just for 24 hours, but she did a 21-day water fast and she didn't really need to do it. It just threw everything off for a rhythm. But once they come to that realization, they start putting in the work. One, the discipline, it compounds because they start to see it. And I don't mean by hopping on the scale. I mean by like putting on their clothes or when they go to work or when they go around family. And the family tells that man or that woman like, hey, you look different. You glowing, your skin looks different. And the reason that is happening is because they're being disciplined and the discipline is compounding. Now as let's say they start off being disciplined, but they have some hiccups, right? Then that mess up the compounds. So they can be in the process of getting these results. Let's call them quiet results because they can't hear them, of course, and they definitely can't see them. But over a large period of time, let's say 90 days, they will see where that discipline paid off. Now let's use both of these individuals. Let's say they want to cut out eating sugar, right? Let's say they want to do it for 6 months. So no sugar, no carbs, no processed food, right? Now, yes, they can see it after the 6 months. And again, other people can see it too. But when they'll really see it, when they go get their lab work. And when they get their lab work, they will be able to tell the benefits of cutting out sugar. You know, one of the benefits will be they will have great insulin resistance. Visceral fat will be down, will be lower. And the lower the number, the better. and amongst other things. But all of that occurs because of the daily discipline compounding. You know, just little bit by little bit, like piece by piece. It's almost like the cliche they said about the elephant. Um, you don't try to deal with the whole elephant at once. You try to cut it off piece by piece. And I could be messing it up, but I don't remember it exactly. That's just a little bit of it. But yeah, that's just how it works, and that works in all things. Let's say you're a person that want to start a business. You want to eventually get to the point where you want to have employees and hire people. But guess what? In the beginning, it's going to be like, it's going to be like raising a baby. You know, you're going to have to look after it. You're going to have to care for it. You're going to have to do everything. You're not going to have, anyone willing to help you for the most part. Help you, bring your business to light because it's your vision and only you see the vision. But like that baby that is raised, you put in enough time, the baby gets to a point where the baby can walk on his or her own. The same thing with building that business. You do the groundwork, you build this up, you do the marketing, you do it on the days that you don't want to do it. You do the research. On the research, you look at your competition, or you do the research to look at your competition, to learn from your competition, to be educated. Since nothing is new over the sun, nothing's new over the sun. And since nothing is new over the sun, everything has been done before. Therefore, the small daily discipline compounds. And before you know it, with the advent of AI, depending on the business model, in a year to 3 months, you can get some traction. You could be hiring people. But this is the thing. None of these things would have been possible without the small daily discipline that compounds. And let's say I could use myself as an example too with this YouTube channel. You know, I got to do things daily, even if I'm not seeing the results in the numbers or in the analytics. I just have to believe that, I'm putting out quality content, and the individuals that want to rock with the content, they'll subscribe and they'll tell a friend, and the friend will tell an enemy, and they'll want to purchase my book. The enemy will want to purchase my book. But if I don't do it on a daily basis, even when things look bleak or when I'm fatigued, that is not going to get done. And everyone that started a YouTube channel could attest to this. People that started out, because everyone starts at zero, you know, everyone starts at zero and then they put in the work. And yes, it can vary due to the algorithm. The algorithm may push more people to the front than others, but this is where me, or even in this case you all, if you all are into content creation, and it doesn't just have to be on YouTube, you have to have your own goals. As long as you reach your goals, that all that matters. But even in that, it's the small daily discipline compounds. You know, if you look at it small, that's a good perspective, because most people can do small, a little bit of here this day, a little bit here the next day, a little bit there the next day. And then discipline. Everyone know what discipline is. Discipline is doing your task no matter what's going on around you. You get it done. You may have to wake up early. You may have to stay up late. You may have to push out a lot of things on a Saturday or a Sunday when you wanted to just go to have brunch for the women, or go to the gun range for the dudes, or watch football for the dudes. It may require you to sit your tail down and get it done. And this is the thing. Everyone external to you, some will understand. Some will tell you that you can take a break. And that's true, you can take a break, but that break need to be within reason. The break may be for an hour. The break may be for 30 minutes. But you need to spend most of your time being disciplined for yourself. And let's say you lose some people along the way, then it just is what it is. And let's say some people you don't lose. Some people understand what you're doing, or they may not understand what you're doing. But it gets to the point where you're disciplined and you reach everything you want to reach, that people that knew you was going to make it happen, they're happy for you. And the people that didn't believe that you were going to make it happen, they're inquisitive in a positive and a negative manner. And that is just what it is. So I hope you all enjoy this content, and I catch you all on the next one. Peace.